Welcome to CabMaster Software. Today we're going to show you the new feature in the universal cabinet. This is available in the floor, the wall, the tall, and the universal one cabinet. So all the universals have the exactly same feature. It's to do with the grid or wine rack. What I'm going to do first of all, started with a floor standard universal, a floor universal. I'm going to turn the doors off just to make it easy to see what's going on in this cabinet. And we're going to go add in the area 1, we're going to add in a grid. So the grid can be anything. You can open it up. I'm going to go here to textured to make it easy to see. In this cabinet you can actually have this as a wine rack, as we've got there. You can change the size of the grid to be in bathrooms for towel racks or things like that. You can make it anything you like. But what we've now done, if you go now to grid, there's now an option to rotate these cabinets, to rotate the internal section of the cabinets and wait for it to rebuild itself. We've now got a 45-degree wine rack. So we've got diagonal wine racks. So nice and easy to actually set these fixed sizes. You just press the button, or you can actually grab this slider and rotate it to whatever angle you like. Again, wait for it to rebuild. And there's your cabinet at a 74-degree angle. Now this gets really exciting. What you can do from here is you go to the part enables. Now where it gets a little bit confusing is when it was first designed, all the divisions up and down and the shelves are crossways, but we've been rotating it. So now we need to work out where the parts actually are. So this piece here we really don't particularly want. That's just a bit of an annoyance. So I'm assuming that's actually the shelf. No, that's so shelf 1 is down there, so that's the last shelf. So we can turn each individual part off and on if you like. Same with this piece over here is going to be a division. So it's most likely going to be that one. Yes. So I can turn that one off. We can turn that one there off because division 1 is actually off the page. So it's disappeared. So you can turn on the ones you need, how you want to see it. You can also go back into angled machining. This you can actually turn on screw holes, screw holes for the top, bottom, and also in the back. So this is the top and bottom ones. This is the back screw holes. That's for the shelving. These are for the divisions. You can also do rebates, and I'll show you a picture of how rebates work. It's actually really clever. So I'll pop up a picture. There you go. That's how rebates actually work. We can also go into here, and you can also offset things. I'm going to set this back to 45 just to make it easy to understand what's actually going on. And I'll go back and turn all the parts back on again. Make sure they're all on. Just makes it easy to understand where we're trying to come from here. So the issue with this cabinet is we specified the size of the holes. We also specified the size of the cupboard. So we're trying to get this to fit, and it's not going to be symmetrical because we specified all the internals, the size of the cabinet and the size of the hole. So it's trying to fit the best it can. So you can see it doesn't line up the same on these sides here and here. So what we can actually do is we can start offsetting certain divisions and certain shelves. So if we offset this one, that's moving them up and down. So I'll leave that one there. This one's moving sideways. So what we're going to try and do is move these across until we get them to line up almost symmetrically. So you can see we're almost there now, side by side, a little bit too far. So we're now pretty close with that. Look at that. It's made that, and you can type in a number as well if you like. So if you can do things like this, you can start getting things almost symmetrical. So you can see now left to right, we are almost identical side by side. Up and down, we're still slightly out. So that's this one here. So you can start adjusting this one. So we're really close getting these corners into place now. And this is what you're going to need to do to get it to work correctly. You're going to need to play with it and make it fit to your whatever size cabinet you're making. So that's one thing you can do. So you get that one all lined up. That's quite nice and neat and tidy now. So what you can do, let's go back, put everything back to reset. What you can also do, as an example, let's put this at 20 degrees, and let's go and turn off all the divisions. So we can even do things like this. There we go. So you can mix and match. So you can build things like this. Again, this is a new style of wine rack. This is what people are making. So it depends what it is you want to do. You can turn things off and on. It's very, very powerful cabinet these days. And again, you can rotate it around by hand if you want. So what's it look like if I put it at 70 degrees? What do you want to do with it? You can go and turn on, one part if you want, and that will interlock the way it cuts. It'll interlock those parts together. Again, you can turn on something like this. So you've got a lot of flexibility in this cabinet, just something a little bit different. And you can see it's a little bit, there it is, just an update, there it is. Or that one, try that. There we go. So there's a lot you can do with this cupboard. You can do some really fancy things. So that's what we call the grid. This is CabMaster version 11 build 60. This is fully machinable. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy using this cupboard.